guys, welcome to another episode of Art Chat. Do any of you actually get that play on words I did? Did any of you watch Art Attack when you were younger with Neil Buchanan and that weird statue thing? If not, it's been completely lost. Oh, by the way, check out the t-shirt. Good t-shirt day today. I thought I'd update today because I'm feeling quite positive about things. I don't know whether it's just the fact it's sunny, but I woke up to 2 orders this morning and I had numerous orders on the weekend and the people ordered quite a few things in each order, which made me feel really nice and made me feel like maybe I am on the right track. But I also think because I'm feeling a bit better about it all today, that it's a good day to talk about something that hasn't worked for me. Sorry, I'm on a really uncomfortable chair. So you may have seen on Instagram a few weeks ago, I posted up a picture of 3 different ladies' bodies naked with different bushes, pubic hair, and it was your body, your choice. Now that picture did a lot better than anything else I've posted on Instagram for ages. I think it got something like 600 likes and usually I get about 200. And people commented below saying, please make this into a t-shirt, I'd buy it, please make this into a top, I'd buy it, things like that. So I was like, okay, maybe I should do that. I looked into like the cost of making clothes, and at the moment the quantities you need to buy I can't afford to do because I'm still very small and still very new. But I found out via my friend Anastasia about merched. It's a risk-free way of potentially getting a design made. So you have a certain amount of time, in my case I had 14 days to sell 10 of this design, and if I sold all 10 they'd actually go into production and get made. If you don't sell 10 then they don't get made and you don't lose any money. So it's a really nice way of new designers trying out products for the first time. So I put this design on and promoted it a little bit without being really annoying, and basically I didn't get anywhere near the target of 10 sales. And at first I was like, oh, that's embarrassing, that's gutting. Oh god, does it make me look like a failure in public because everyone's seen that I've failed and that, you know, my designs aren't selling? But now I think actually it was a really useful lesson for me. One, to not run before I can walk. It's still very early days, so maybe I need to keep everything a bit smaller. Maybe for a little bit I should focus on the prints, build an audience, find whatever my style is and what seems to be popular before I embark on loads of products and potentially risk losing a lot of money or just humiliating myself again, really. I think it also taught me that, you know, people can say things on the internet, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to translate to those sales. So even though over 10 people said, I'd wear that if you made it into a t-shirt, that doesn't mean when it goes up for sale, those people are going to have that money to buy it right away. That they're even going to be online that week to see that you've put it up for sale. It also means that oh, is that the door? I don't mean that those people didn't have true or real or nice intentions when they wrote, I love that design, I'd totally wear that. But it just doesn't necessarily mean they can buy that item right now. They've got rent to pay. Maybe their payday doesn't fit in with when you've put it on sale. Perhaps I printed it on a garment that wasn't quite what they're after because I chose like a raglan which had sleeves. Maybe they would have bought it if it was a short sleeve t-shirt. Anyway, loads of factors. And then sometimes people just say nice things on the internet and it doesn't necessarily mean they're actually going to do them. So they might have tried to be encouraging, but it doesn't necessarily mean they were going to put their money where their mouth is. So all these things were valuable lessons, not necessarily nice lessons to take on, but definitely moving forward will help me. It reminded me of when I was at Cheer Up Clothing. We worked with some really big bloggers when we were at Cheer Up, gifting them clothes and doing little ads with them. Some of them had hundreds of thousands of followers, others had tens of thousands, and even some had millions of followers. But we found from working with them, very rarely did them posting on an Instagram wearing an item ever translate to sales, because we're very closely watching the analytics and things. And I think that's really interesting that, yeah, you might like their picture, you might like them in the garment, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to translate to someone loving it enough to click and want that item themselves. So I've just got to be mindful of how much I take into account, you know, engagement, comments, likes. Obviously it's a good gauge in some respect, but it can't be, you know, the be all and end all, the main thing I focus on, I don't think. But while I'm here, I'll show you the latest product I've put in my Etsy, which is actually doing well. So obviously this was a good route to go down. So these are little notepads with recycled brown card and recycled lined paper on the inside. So I've just got one of my illustrations on the front there. So this one's for all those thoughts that you have when you're overthinking things, when you're anxious about something. Just get them out, scribble them out, so they get out of your brain. And this one is for people that like making lists, the super organised people, the people that want to be. Oh, and by the way, I don't want to show you everything, but inside is a little message from me about what this notepad should be used for, same as in this one. And these are in the shop now for £5.50. At the moment, I've also got to get to the point where I'm confident about what I'm putting out. I feel like I'm still apologising for charging people for my work. I'm so used to being asked to work for free and do work for free that I have a guilt about charging people or asking people for money, which is ridiculous because they've placed the order, so they're obviously happy to pay it, but I keep feeling like I need to apologise, or that I'm worried that they're going to come back and say they don't think it's worth the money. That's my big fear. So I need to work on that a bit more. Like for instance, in every, you know, few orders I'm getting, I'm putting in a free print just because I'm hoping that will make people feel like they're getting better value for money, which is ridiculous, and I've got to stop doing that. Anyway, so that's the update at the moment. Just thought I'd fill you in. Any feedback on like what products you would buy once I'm at that stage would be super helpful, or what sort of prints you'd be interested in. You know, anything would be good. Also, if you wore any of the designs that I made for Young Guns for their recent tour merch, please send me pictures too. It'd be great to see you wearing them. And if you ever buy from my shop, please send me pictures of where they end up, because I like to see where they end up living. Okay, I'll go now. I feel all hot in an excited and happy way though. Have a good day, guys. Hope it's sunny where you are. See you soon.